Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm John Marshall, and we're with Suncoast NPI TV. I actually own Suncoast NPI, and as we talked about earlier, Suncoast NPI are full of members that are really there to make money, but there's so much more to that, as we talked about. But every Suncoast NPI member truly is a rock star at what they do. They have a servant's heart, and they're committed to the commitment to make chapters thrive. And that is you all day long, Jordan. I'm really delighted to have you on TV, and this is all about you. I know you, and I've had the pleasure of getting to know you now for the last little over a year now, and you're a delight to be around. So, but everybody else out here doesn't. So let's start with, why don't we just tell everybody, who is this Jordan Taracks?
All right. Well, my name is Jordan Taracks, obviously. I work with Single Source Insurance, where we specialize in commercial insurance needs and whatnot, like workers' comp, general liability, and property insurance, and a bunch of other stuff that goes into that, inland marine and whatnot. But born and raised here, went to Skycrest and then Calvary and over to UCF, and don't ever plan on leaving. I've got tons of friends that are, we're in that age group, middle 20s, that everybody wants to get up and leave, and I'm over here like, nope, not going anywhere. I don't know why anybody would want to leave. So
I don't either. That's awesome. Yeah, we moved here from San Francisco, and we came here to raise our kids.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So so thanks about that. Let's drill into your business.
Okay.
Just tell us a little bit about your commercial insurance business.
Yeah. Okay, so we specialize in all types of commercial insurance. So again, whether it's workers' comp or commercial and general liability and property, and what our main thing is what I would say differentiates us from other people is that, we have the knowledge to bring the right approach to quoting the right policy and whatnot. We have a niche in the market, and our team, we have a training program that's 18 to 24 months long, and it's catered to the certain industries that we work with, which are manufacturing, distribution, property, transportation's a big one. Let's see, what's another one that I have on here? Artesian contractors. So I love contractors.
Wow.
Absolutely love it, because you get to rip apart, you get to see what they have. They need workers' comp, they need GL, they probably need property. If they need commercial auto, here we go. But the best part is when you work with the new guys that are just starting out, the brand new contractors. So, you start them small. And then, I love getting that call midway through the year. Hey, we got to change, our payroll or our sales number, because we're projected to do double that. And so we go and change that for them, because what a lot of I don't want to say agents, but sometimes there's a disconnect between you and your agent after they've written the policy, and it gets a little worrisome, because if you don't put in the right numbers for your payroll, or if you underquote it at the end of the year, if or when you get audited, depending on what carrier you're with, they'll come back and say, hey, so you said 200,000, looks like you did 400,000, so you're going to pay the difference, and you're going to renew your insurance too, so we're going to need that bill too.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's scary, and so that's what we're trained on. Like, I'm still going through training right now, so sitting down, dealing with how to deal with roofers, tree guys, landscapers. There's definitely a difference if you're tree trimming to just doing normal landscaping on the ground. The minute you start getting up in those cherry pickers and whatnot, it's a whole different thing. And that's what we're learning. So it's just, I just come from a company that loves doing it. And we don't have a lot of salesmen. It's just 4 of us. And they believe in teaching us everything we can, to where if you were to give me, your policy, I can rip it apart and tell you, here's exactly what this is what that means. If you went and did this, you're covered. If you went and did it this way, you're not covered. So then once you understand the policy, then I can tell you, here's how it was done wrong, or here's how I think we can, rate it on a different scale. If you got half your employees, doing clerical, and they're all rated in a roofing code, then you're paying, which is one of the highest codes, you're paying buku bucks, when we could rate you down and, lower your policy.
That's crazy. You're wise beyond your years, and you're doing great on TV. This is awesome, Jordan. So how about, you want to talk a little bit about Single Source, specifically about your company?
Yeah, I mean, basically that's it. I mean, we just love that, we have the knowledge of the products that we represent. And again, it is, we specialize in contractors. That's our niche in the market. But I've helped a lot of different people. I mean, I think one of my first accounts was a med spa. I've done a couple med spas. You've got the marijuana companies coming in. I had a guy call about insuring 250 acres of marijuana up in Colorado. So I was like, yeah, let me read into that. That's something where you're like, okay, let me open the books on this one. Let me get on the old Googler machine and figure it out.
I hear you.
But yeah, so it's exciting. I do specialize in contractors, but we can write anything because it's a matter, basically, it's just a matter of picking out the policy, knowing, okay, what do you want to be covered on? Like when I walked in here,
right.
The company that, records this.
Right here, WeBeam TV.
Said, hey, I'd love a quote. And, here's what I need. I want to be covered when I go shoot to shoot. And when, Billy jumps over the cord and falls onto my stuff and says that his neck's broken, I want to be covered. And so just certain coverages for that. And then having your inland marine to cover all your equipment and whatnot.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I'm writing that up as a referral, by the way, to give to you. So what
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what differentiates you and Single Source within the marketplace, Jordan?
Really just the knowledge of the products that we have. I mean, it's just, I think I said it before, it's just a matter of knowing how to pick apart the policy, because a lot of agents, when you go and sit down with your agent,
right,
price is what everybody goes for. Well, when you sit down with he or she, you not only want to look at the price, but you want to say, how'd you get me to that price?
Right.
Walk me through every step you took to get me to that price, whether it's higher or lower, I don't care. I want to know how you got to that price.
Yeah.
Because then you'll really know if they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that.
It gets heated at that point.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah. Which I'm still learning. There's certain things I can't answer to.
That's fair, right?
It's just, I saved a guy this morning on his flood insurance. He was paying $17,000, and we just got him a quote for $3,600 with a private lender. But only certain properties apply to that.
Wow.
Depends on the zip code and how many houses are in that zip code that are already with that private lender.
Gotcha.
And, because the normal, the flood policy that everybody writes with, is the main one. The name's escaping me, but, they plan your house like you're right on the beach taking waves, right there on the front door.
Right.
So that's why you're paying so much money. It's just, definitely something you want to look into with your insurance.
That's a little nugget that you just tossed out there for everybody.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you guys seeing? What are you seeing as market trends as we kind of move into the Q2 and 3 for the 2019 and beyond?
Yeah. So I looked into this a little bit more and talked with my director on this, and it's kind of crazy. Of course, everybody knows there's going to be rate adjustments when it comes to having Irma and Michael move on through here.
Right.
People are still paying for that, still dealing with those issues, and carriers are still treading lightly now when it comes to writing those policies. But another one that a lot of people are starting to see, which isn't fun, is the loss ratio for commercial auto. So these carriers were writing at such low rates, and then all of a sudden an influx of claims came in, just bad luck, whatever it may be.
Gotcha.
So then when those claims come in, they get hit at the end of the year, and so then the carriers start to spike the rates up. So we're paying for that, and they get profitable again, and then they'll start moving the rates down.
Wow.
So right now they're carrying the rates up because Florida, in regards to claims and commercial auto claims, it got hit.
He got hit.
It got hit hard.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So that's what you can see. So your commercial auto, if you have it, it's going up.
Gotcha.
No matter what. Even if we quote it right and everything, no matter what, the rate's going up. So
wow.
There's nothing really we can do there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that. Yeah. So what about let's go into you. What kind of drives you? So what would you say are some motivating factors that keeps you going?
Honestly, it really is making those calls where you're like, hey, you were paying $17,000. You're going to pay $3,600. It's stuff like that. It's just fun to, pick apart a policy and be like, oh, I know I could beat that, not tell them yet. Obviously you don't want to overpromise, but you want to be real with them. And, I take it back and see and talk with my underwriters, and we kind of see, how do we want to put this through the system? And then it comes back and you're like, okay.
You're like, yes.
Okay, you're either going with me or you're going with me. Like, that's about it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Either one.
That's what's exciting.
That's awesome.
It's just saving people money.
Yeah.
And if I'm not saving you money, I hope I'm coming in at the same price, or if I'm coming in higher, I'm only coming in higher because my coverage is more.
Gotcha.
But that's something where you talk with the client, because you may not want as much coverage as I could get you for the same price, or $100 more.
Right.
Or I come to you and say, can't beat your policy right now, but for $200 more a month, I can get you $1 million in coverage instead of your, 500,000 policy. Well, it's like, oh, well, when you put it like that, it's a $200 more, upcharge, and you get $1 million in coverage. Why not take the policy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, so that's what's fun. It's putting a smile on people's faces.
No, it's good.
And, being like, bam, I did.
You got me fired up. I'm ready. Let's
yeah,
quote
yeah.
this thing.
It's exciting.
So that's very good. What is something that you're really proud of that you'd like to share with everybody?
That was a hard question, but I was talking to my director with it, and we were laughing, and I was like, at first I was like, I'm 26 years old. What if I haven't conquered, there's no world peace yet, so I'll keep working on that and feeding the hungry. But we were laughing. But I honestly wanted to bring up my first account. I gave the guy substantially more coverage and saved him $42,000.
Wow!
And that was an MPI client.
Wow!
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
To save a contractor $42,000, that's a new truck or that's a new employee.
No, absolutely. That's huge.
So yeah, or that's you want to go rent some more space to put other things in, or go get more products. Why not?
Right.
So to be able to say, you made the right choice, even letting me get the copies of your policies, because the big thing is, it's a lot of work when it comes to this commercial business, like getting the copies of the workers' comp and whatnot, and your loss runs, and a list of every driver and VIN number and year, make, model. It's a lot for you, and most of the times the secretary or the office admin to handle, and so they don't really want to change most of the time.
Right.
But sometimes it's worth that, because some agents will just keep you on a renewal schedule. And that's what was going on with him. And he was going to renew at a very high price.
That's crazy.
And we went in and worked it around and shopped it, basically. And,
that's amazing.
And that's where we're at.
Good job. Kudos to you.
Saving him $42,000 a year was pretty awesome. I was like, oh, okay, pat on my back for that.
There you go. I don't blame you. That's phenomenal. Hey, time flies when you're having fun and you're delivering awesome content, which you are. So we really have time for like one last thing. We got like 30, 45 seconds.
Okay.
Is there something specifically you want to drive into?
I honestly just want to touch on the fact that I'm thankful to really MPI.
You are?
Yeah, I really am. Well, because I wouldn't have gone into this business if it wasn't for MPI. Because I went into commercial real estate, and my director pushed me to join MPI. I joined MPI after subbing for her a couple times and joined it. And then I met a guy within MPI that was like, if you ever want to add another feather to your cap, why don't you try life insurance? And I said, okay, I don't know anything about it. And then I went to my best friend's partner and said, hey, what do you think about this? I wanted to run it by you. I know you own your own agency. And he goes, I think you should try this first, because no one at 26 really is buying life insurance from your friend group. So I was like, you know what? I think you're right. Let's try this. And he allows me to do commercial real estate as well. So not only can I help you buy a building, but I can write your insurance on it.
You're awesome. We got to running over. We're going to have you back. Thanks for coming.
No worries.
Jordan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.